Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Picks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time with our show. Going to get free picks today from the NBA, that big college basketball card, NHL. And of course, at the end of the show, we'll have our picks, our parlays, peripheral segment where cappers can give out a parlay or they'll make the choice at that segment. Guys, make sure, first thing you do, make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, give it that like, that thumbs up. It really helps to build up our audience. So hit us with that like, that thumbs up right now as you tune in. Let's meet the cappers and get right to the picks so we don't mess around here on the Tony Picks Morning Show. Let's load a Rod. Rod, what's going on?
No, not too much, Tony. Good Friday, winning day. Can't complain there. Hit our top play of the day again, make it 8 straight with the 10-star college basketball slam dunk. So I'm excited. As we were talking in the back, and I probably could put 40 plays in college basketball. Love this slate. So let's get to it. Not so looking nice about the NBA slate. I'm kind of maybe one or two, but give the college basketball board. I'm excited. There's some good games today.
Very good. Let's have the solo. What's happening?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm happy to be here. Huge card today. We made a little plus money yesterday. We heating up. Don't really love this NBA card like Rod said, but it's a huge college slate, so let's get to it. Let's make some money.
Let's get right to it here. College basketball, NBA, lots of games today on the board. So let's get to the NBA to begin here on a 5-game card. We'll take 3 on this first block. Wizards and Hornets are like this, right? The 100 game they gave you right off the bat here. Charlotte here laying 4, total 221.5. So you need help right away if that's the one you're looking at. Nets and Pistons, 10.5, total 217.5. Kings and Rockets. The Rockets here, 5, total 230, 228.5, 230s. This one's very, very numbers here. Let's take a look at the injury report. In the Wizards and Charlotte Hornets, we got Bay, Brogdon, Poole out here for Washington. Sarr is questionable. Ball, Nurkic, Saloon questionable for Charlotte. Moore and Okogie will be out. Nets and Pistons, both back-to-back teams. Clowney, doubtful. Whitehead, Russell, questionable. On the Detroit side, no Ivy, we know with that broken leg. Harper and Smith also are out there in that one. And then in the Kings and Rockets game, once again, Sacramento, a clean injury report. Seems like that's just what we used to be like 2 years ago with them. Houston, Zeller is out. So we got you covered in this first 3. We start with Rod.
Yeah, looking at I only like one of this out of these first 3, and it is the 1-800-DJ game that you were alluding to. Look at this Charlotte Hornets team. Hey, they went from a 1.5-point favorite to up to a 4-point favorite now. What? When? Where? Why? How?
Pulls out. That's why.
Yeah, I know. You look at the Hornets as a favorite though. 1-11 in their last 12. Look at them as a home favorite. They're not been good either as a home favorite. 0-8 ATS. And we know that shows how many times the Hornets have been favored. I mean, we're bugging Detroit about being favored. The Hornets haven't been favored a whole lot either. And then when they play these bad teams, they don't win games. They don't even cover spreads. Playing horrible teams, teams that are winning less than 25% of their games. This Hornets team is 1-16 ATS. Yeah, I will take the Wizards there in that matchup. And if that's keep rising, I'm not rushing to bet it. I'll just keep watching it rise up. It's like, you're going to be forward with the Wizards over possession. I'll take it. Give me the Washington Wizards in that one.
There from Ron on over to Solo.
Yeah, I think I need help too because my only premium is in that Washington-Charlotte game. Brooklyn and Detroit, I think these teams going to get up and down. That's just too many points for me with Detroit. I'm going to take the Nets plus the 11. Wasn't that the game, Tony? I'm sorry.
Yes, it was.
What was the other one? Memphis.
The other was Kings Rockets.
I'm sorry, Kings Rockets.
Kings Rockets.
I think Van Fleet is back for this one, but I really just don't like the way the Kings are playing. I actually think these teams get up and down. I'm going to take this total over.
There from Solo. Yeah, it looks like Van Fleet is in. Looks like this is about as healthy as Houston's been. Zeller, he's really not been much of anything. He's the only one out there for this Rockets team. Wizards Hornets. Yeah, I'll be looking at the Wizards side. I'm not worried about Poole being out. Koulibaly seems like a nice young prospect. So Sarr in there for this Washington team. Nets and Pistons. I could only is that where we're at? Yeah, I could only look at the Pistons side. Nets have failed to cover 4 or 5. Haven't really struggled shooting the basketball. Nets facing Pistons facing no travel here. And I'll look for them in this spot. And in that Kings Rockets, I'll look at taking the points here with Sacramento. I know this Rockets team has had struggles shooting the basketball. They failed to cover 8 of their past 10. We know you're going to get offense here from the Sacramento team, just enough offense to cover this game. I wouldn't put money line on it, but I think it's a close one possession game possibly there. All right, let's continue here on the Tony.
Real quick, Tony. I want guys that Houston game. Take Houston first half. They've covered the first half in 21 straight. That's over a 5-year span.
Wow, nice there from Solo. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Tomorrow Show as we close out NBA with these last 3 games. Spurs and Grizzlies here. We've got the Grizzlies looking on a bounce back. They're laying a bundle here, 9.5 total, 243, 244 in places. Bucks and Mavericks. We've got the Bucks on the road now coming down. Walks up in some places. We're seeing 3s, 3.5. We're seeing 4 at Pinnacle. If you're a penny lean guy, the Bucks are taking the money there. Total 228. Warriors and Sixers here. In this one, we've got the Warriors 7.5. There's 8s out there. Total 227s. There's 228s all over the place. So let's take a look here and see what injury report looks like. In the Spurs and Grizzlies, just Count Basie out here for San Antonio. He's got a C on his name. And then on the Memphis side, we got Gigi, my man, Gigi Jackson out, Poulin out as well. Bucks and Mavericks, we got Connaughton, Nance, Portis out for Milwaukee. Giannis and Lillard are both probable. Dallas side, no Davis, no Gafford, no Lively, no Martin. PJ is questionable. Warriors and the Sixers, Butler questionable. Kuminga is out. Overnight, looked like he might have played, but no, he's listed as out now for Golden State. Lowry out for Philadelphia. We know Embiid's out for the season, so Embiid will no longer be showing up on these injury reports. He's out for the year. So you're caught up with these final 3. We start with Rod.
Yeah, so the first one I'm looking at here is I like the under between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Dallas Mavericks. Look at both these teams actually played some pretty solid defensive basketball over their last 5. The Bucks holding teams to 43.8% field goal, only giving up about 107 points a game. Well, look at Dallas defensively holding teams to 44.4 field points percentage field goal shooting, which equates to about 107. So up into the 210s we go, but not up into the 220s. They opened at 230 down to 228, 228.5. Definitely shop your number. I like the under in that matchup with a lean to Dallas at home. And give me the Warriors in that matchup. I trusting the 76ers. I know it's a big number to be laying for the Warriors, but look what they've done. 5-0, 5-0 ATS. They're rolling. Well, the 76ers are going the total opposite direction. 0-5 straight up, 1-4 ATS, and beat out for the year. Nothing's been good for the 76ers all season long. I wish they could just be like, yeah, I'm sure they all just want to just go like, oh, let's throw that away and do a redo. But you got to still play up the string, and the Warriors are going to pound you here in that one. Give me Golden State by double digits.
There from Rod on over to Solo.
Yeah, speaking of going the wrong direction, this Memphis Grizzlies team is ass. I told y'all a couple weeks ago, this team is going to unfold right in front of you. You're watching. I hope you're not putting your money on them. We're going to take the Spurs plus the 9. Golden State, it's a huge number, but I think this line suggests that Butler's going to play. Golden State is rolling. We're going to lay it. And I like the way the Bucks are playing after the All-Star break. Giannis is getting healthy. He's playing downhill. I don't think Dallas can stop him. I think Giannis continues to attack the post, pack the paint. We're going to lay it with the Bucks.
There from Solo. Tell you here what I think about these games. Rest advantage for the Spurs and getting almost double digits. Yeah, I look at the Spurs plus the 10. It's a rest disadvantage spot here for Memphis. When you look at Spurs this year, 9-3 of the spread with rest advantage. There's still I know they're big guys out, but there's still a lot of good shooters there on this Spurs team. So I'll look for them to cover that game. Looking here at Warriors and Philly, I'm only looking one way. That's over in this game. Philadelphia 6-1 to the over as a dog at 6.5 to 12. Warriors 6-2 to the over their past 8 games. And also I look at the Sixers in horrible shooting form. Horrible defensive form over the past 5 games, giving 50% shooting, 37% from 3. They are 14-6 to the over against the West. I look for the over there. Bucks and Dallas, I look under there in that game. Mavs 10-4 to the under at home against winning teams. These are 2 teams that are pretty good defensive form. You know, when Milwaukee's defense is tight, they start winning games and they start looking good again. I think here's one of those teams that they're starting to tighten the defense up as we get near the end of the regular season. And Bucks over the past 5, just over 43% shooting. Both teams have gone under in 4 of 5. Milwaukee has gone under in 6 straight on the road. And we'll look at the under in that one. All right, let's continue here on the 26th Morning Show as we switch on over to college. I got to get my sheet out, my Saturday sheet, because I got to this so I know what the time frames are, because we've got so many games, so many times. So let's move on over to college hoops. Guys, just a reminder, we're giving you our free picks, but if you want our best plays, our premium plays, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and get on over with our best bets. You see both Rod and Solo here on the leaderboards doing great work up there. Look at who's number 1 and 2 in the last 7 days. The guys on the show today, both Solo and Rod. So get on board with their packages, one-day passes. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or not purchase. We'll be credit back to your account for site credit. That's profit guaranteed. So go ahead and get signed up. You can see our 2 7-day leaders right here on the board. Rod having a great 2024 as well. So let's continue here on the 26th Morning Show. We hit this monster college basketball card.
Harris up. I'm sure he's coming. I'm sure Solo's got the NBA covered, and I've been hot in the college basketball. So Harris up. You got
and if you really look at the board,
going.
you're actually stealing. Me and Rod, I just looked at it. That's like 140 games.
Oh yeah, high volume.
Like you're stealing. Them games probably equate to like $3 a pick. Like, come on, sign up with us, pay us up. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Let's get to the card.
Let's get to the card indeed. All right, college basketball. We do these in 4 blocks. The first block will be the nooners and will include 3 Eastern. So the nooners and include 3 Eastern. We start with Rod.
All right, kicking off at the 3 Eastern. I'll go backwards over here. First I'm looking at here is this line opened up and I was like, ooh, Texas Tech plus 4.5 there in that matchup. And I'm like, I almost jumped on them real quick, but it looks like they're trying to bait you into Texas Tech in that matchup. I know Kansas got that win. They just got the cover. Depends where you got that number in their last matchup. Texas Tech's dealing with some injuries as well. I know they've been solid, but I think this is a spot that Kansas wins. I'll rock the chalk with the Jayhawks in that one. Play the 4.5 over Texas Tech. Another one I'm looking at here in this early slate of games is look what FIU did. They just had themselves a nice little win. I know 1-4, 1-3-1 against the spread, but played some pretty good hoops is FIU there. I'll take the home dog over the possession plus the 3.5 there with FIU. And another one I'm looking at in this early slate of games. You look at this. You look at Air Force. They're trying to give you 22.5 with Air Force. Don't do it. New Mexico. The Lobos off that loss in San Diego State. They're going to bounce back here. The last time these two teams met, I believe it was a 30-point win. Yep, it was a 35-point win for the Lobos over Air Force earlier back on February 8th. And what's changed? All of a sudden, the Air Force team's going to be mad. They got 4 wins all season long. They're in trouble there. The Lobos are going to be mad. They need a bounce-back spot after that loss. So give me the Lobos there over Air Force by 30 in that one. And then another one I'm looking at here is you look at it as NCAAB, right? Hey, they didn't get the cover last time out, and we're getting 12.5. Now you're getting 10.5 against the Hofstra. No. Why does that look like they're baiting you into that one again? Because considering, look what Hofstra's done at home. Only 3-7 against the spread, land 10. Almost trying to push you over into the NCAAB area. No thanks. Give me Hofstra. I think they win by 15 plus in that matchup. And then another one, I think Bennington getting 7 against UMass Lowell. I know UMass Lowell's been solid at home, 13-4, but they're only 5-9 against that number. 1-4 straight up in their last 5 contests. Well, Bennington rolling along, 5-0 ATS against the spread, 9-6 against that spread. You're going to get a touchdown with them? I'll take it. Give me Bennington plus the 7. Another one I'm looking at here is Chattanooga taking on VMI here. VMI at home, a 9.5-point dog. What? Too many points there for Chattanooga on the road to be laying in that matchup. 5-0 straight up, but only 3-2 against the spread. Give me VMI plus the 9.5 there in that one. And then Mr. Weskers, I almost went to Syracuse plus the 4. Almost got me. Well, why is it 4? It almost looks like they're trying to push you into the Syracuse direction, and I can't do it. I would have to go the other way in that one. Lay it with Virginia Tech. I know they haven't been good. Look at the numbers. Why are they laying 4? That line tells you everything you need to know. Virginia Tech wins by 6-7 over Syracuse in that matchup. And then one more I'm looking at. You look at American getting 4.5. I'll take American getting a 4.5. 3-2 straight up. Playing not bad ball. Colgate. I think Colgate's 9-3 at home here. They haven't been great covering the spread. 1-4 ATS in their last 5. If you're getting over possession, take American U plus the 4.5 there.
Yeah, from Rod on over to Solo.
Arkansas and South Carolina. This line is very interesting. I'm going to take the Gamecocks on the money line. I know Arkansas played a little better ball of late, but I just don't really like them on the road. I think this team's going to unravel. Let's take the Gamecocks on the money line. Miami and UNC, I think these teams are going to get up and down. I'm going to take this total over 161.5. I like George Mason over Duquesne. I'm going to lay the points there. Let me see if I can find something else for you. Oh, here we go. Maryland and Penn State. I'm on the Terps minus 5.5.
And they're from Solo. Tell you what I like about these games here. Auburn here in Kentucky. I'm just calling me square. I'm going to take the square side. Give me Auburn, the road favorite here. Their offense is they're just a strong team. I don't want to get in front of them. Kentucky's defense to me is not good enough. 14th in defensive efficiency. You're giving up over 57% shooting inside. Man, goodness, I don't like that. Also weak on the glass in conference. They don't force turnovers. No ball pressure. Weakness defending the paint. I'll look at Auburn in that spot. And I'll look at Texas Tech here plus the points. Kansas has been one of the more disappointments here. Tech has covered 5 of 8 true road games this season. They did put a loss on Houston in conference play as well. Red Raiders over the past 5 games hitting 47% shooting. That's really where Kansas has really struggled here, shooting that basketball this year offensively. So I'll look here at this Tech team in this spot. Just 33% from 3 and 70% the line for this Jayhawks team. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show as we continue here with college hoops. And in this block, we are going to cover the games from 3:30 Eastern time and include the 5:30 Eastern time. So 3:30 Eastern time, include the 5:30 Eastern time. We start with Rod.
All righty. First one I'm looking at here is Stanford or SMU laying 1 on the road. What? I don't trust SMU laying 1 on the road. That's a funky line for sure. Funky. I think it opened Stanford as favorite and it flipped too. It did. It's a weird line. Stanford 3-2 straight up, 15-2 at home. I'm quite sure if I looked that up, I bet you it's Stanford senior night too. I bet you there. So that's why that line's funky. Don't take SMU. It looks like the book's trying to bait you into that one. Take Stanford on the money line there. 15-2 straight up. I don't trust SMU on the road there in that matchup. Another one I'm looking at here is in this early slate. You look at Cal Poly laying. Oh, it's up to 3.5 now is Cal Poly there. Look at that. Only 5 and 6 against that number at home. Quite sure it's senior night for Cal Poly at home. And you look at CSU Bakersfield on the road, 4-10, 3-10-1 against that spread. I like Cal Poly and company to win by at least 8+. My crowd will be going absolutely bananas on senior night. Take Cal Poly, lay the points there. Another one I'm looking at is it's come down a little bit. Cincinnati heading into Houston. Cincinnati's playing some great ball right now. I know they haven't been the greatest on the road straight up, but cover numbers their last 5 pretty good. 3-2 straight up, 3-0-2 ATS. I'm going to take the Bearcats plus the points in that matchup. Lead to an over 126. I think the total is just a touch low there. And then one more I'm looking at here. Where is it? So many games today. Jimmy Hampton. The Pirates have been a solid club. 4-1 straight up. 5-0 against that spread. Towson at home here. I know 11-1. 6-4-1 against the number. I think it's too many. Land a touchdown with Towson. Take Hampton plus the 7 in that matchup. And then you're looking at Brown and Dartmouth. Big Ivy League game, right? Well, Brown got a nice win yesterday. Dartmouth got the cover. I think Brown gets the win. Wrong team favored in that matchup. I'll take Brown over Dartmouth there.
Yeah, from Rod on over to Solo.
LSU and Mississippi State. This LSU Tigers team is trash. They're poor coach. They don't have good players. They're giving up. They're laying down. We're going to lay it with the Mississippi State Bulldogs minus the 11. Bama and Tennessee, I think these teams are going to get up and down. We're going to push this total over 158.5. And one more here. USC and Oregon. I'm going to take USC, Oregon to go over 152.
Yeah, from Solo, tell you what I think about these games. This Bama-Tennessee game, I've been going back for. I like Bama here. I mean, the shooting numbers are strong here for Alabama. Tennessee The issue I had with them here is just their shooting, just 33% from three, 48% inside. They're not a team that forces many turnovers defensively. Just 42% shooting in the SEC. We know Alabama can run and gun and hit shots. Give me the team that can make shots. Alabama here in that spot. I like the home court for Xavier here against Creighton. It's going to be a tough battle there. These teams don't like each other. The fans don't like each other, but give me the home team there. Musketeers have covered 8 of 13 as a home favorite. Creighton has failed to cover 3 of their past 4. Xavier is really good home splits, hitting over 48% shooting on that home court. Again, the crowd, it's like a rivalry game. The crowd gets into it here. Inside the building, sometimes outside the building, and sometimes the players get into it. It's one of those rivalry games there. So I look
chippy, huh?
Yeah, it gets chippy.
Chippy.
They've got a history of getting chippy. These two. I think the home team in that one. Let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show as we get ready here for the next series of games. In this block, we cover the games starting at 6 Eastern, and we include the 8:30 Eastern times games here. So this block, 6 Eastern, include the 8:30 Eastern time. We start with Rod.
All right, so kicking off with the 6 Eastern ones. Give me Fresno here, plus the 17. It's just one of those going to be a game that Boise wins, but are they looking to whoop it up on Fresno and win by 17? I don't think so. Give me Fresno plus the 17. It's just too many there. You look at Fresno at home, 7-3-2 against that spread. Why? Because they're getting these big, giant numbers that are overinflated. Boise's not looking to smash Fresno here. Not by that many. They get the win, but it's probably more like a 7 to 10 point win there, not the 17.
Yeah, no more gambling for Fresno State. No more gambling, guys.
Well, yeah, no more gambling for Fresno State. Well, no more gambling with Fresno State, right?
Yeah, their name got popped up on that guy's list.
So that wasn't for they weren't point shaving. They were
props.
Yeah, they were prop betting. So
gambling is gambling, brother.
Yeah, gambling's gambling. So I think the 17 with Fresno. They know how to point shave with the best of them. So another one I'm looking at here in this time block is, where is it? I'm going to take Georgia here plus the 5. You look at Texas covered spreads. I'm not laying any points with Texas. No thanks. Well, 1-4 in their last 5, 0-5 against that spread. Give me Georgia. They need these wins. Georgia's trying to still make some noise, and they got a nice win last week, and I think they continue that here. Give me Georgia plus the 5. It's now one. Where'd you go to 8 or 8:30?
Include 8:30. Include 8:30.
Okay, I just didn't want to jump the time block. Okay, Mr. Weskers, as I'm saying, I'm going to take the Gators there at home. I don't trust Texas A&M on the road. Look what they've done, 3-4-1 against the number on the road. Haven't been great. They're a 500 club on the road at best. Well, the Gators at home, 13-1, 10-4 against the number. Yeah, chomp. Give me the Gators at home there in that matchup. And then another one I like. No, that one's in the next time block. I don't want to jump the time block. That's it for that time slot.
That's it for that time slot. On over to Solo.
All right, let's go here. Missouri and Vandy. I think Missouri's just a better team. I wanted to go Missouri money line, but that doesn't look like that's an option anymore. It look like we're up to 2.5, 3. So I think we're going to lay it with Missouri. I just think they're the better team. Florida State and Duke. It's a large number, man, but we're going to stay on board. We're going to lay it with the Blue Devils. And one more here. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, San Diego State and Wyoming. I'm going to lay it with San Diego State.
There from Solo. Tell you what I think about these games here. I'm going to agree with the Georgia here, plus the points. A desperate team here. Texas just has really been underperforming. When you look at this Texas team, 14th in offensive efficiency, 31% shooting from 3. That's not a Texas team. They used to be a really good shooting team there. They're only 48% there around the basket. 11th in defensive efficiency, a team that doesn't force turnovers, giving up 36% from 3, and in terrible form over their past 5. I'll look at the Bulldogs in that one. Marquette and Georgetown. Well, Cooley, this is where you want Cooley off a loss. 7-3-1 to the spread after a loss this season. I'll look at Georgetown plus the points. Look at Marquette, 4-7 to the spread in their 2 road games. Georgetown at home, good shooting team, good defensive team. And looking at the Golden Eagles away from home, giving up over 46% shooting, failing to cover 7-11 away from their home court. Give me Cooley's guys off a loss. That's where you want to play them, at home, your home dog against Marquette. Let's continue here on the 26th Morning Show as we get ready here for the next series of games. We were going to cover in this time block the games from 6 Eastern to close out the card, including that late night degenerate Hawaii. Hawaii, I'm putting you in the degenerate world the way you've been playing. UC Davis and Hawaii is your late night, midnight game. So the 6 Eastern all the way to midnight Eastern, we start with Rod.
Yeah, isn't that Hawaii's last home game though? If I'm not mistaken.
Might be because they just lost to Riverside at home. So
correct.
Would not.
So I think if I'm not mistaken, that's Hawaii's last home game of the season. So give me Hawaii there in that one. UC Davis got one guy, so I think they can they double team him and make the other guys beat you. He is good. He is good. That one guy.
Hey,
UC Davis.
UC Davis, by the way. UC Davis is going to the Mountain West next year, by the way.
Well, they're moving to the Mountain West. Wow.
They're moving to the Mountain West.
They got one good guy, and he is amazing. So you double team him, and you take care of it. Basically, you focus on him and make the other guys beat you. I think Hawaii can do that enough and get the hometown crowd the last win of the year at home. So give me Hawaii there in that matchup. Another one I'm looking at here, St. Mary's laying 12.5 against the Beavers. No thanks. I'll take Oregon State plus the 12.5 there. And that one, I guess St. Mary's was looking ahead. They didn't look so good against LMU last game out. So give me the Beavers there plus the 12.5. Another one I'm looking at here is look at the Tritons now. Holy man. Remember the Tritons? I'm not laying that with the Tritons. I can't bet it the other side of that either because they haven't been good on the road, but I don't want to lay that kind of number with the Tritons. I've leaned to the Tritons to cover that big boatload, but I think it's just too many points. I think just on a principle alone, 26.5, that's a lot of points to be laying. Another one I'm looking at here is Cal laying 8. What? Cal's laying 8? I know Boston College got a long way to travel across country to come play Cal, but I'll take Boston College plus the 8 in that matchup. That's just way too many points for Cal to be laying there. And then the other one I'm looking at is Iowa State. Where I said they were looking at this game versus Arizona. Iowa State lost that last game, as I said. They were looking forward to this one versus Arizona. They're going to run them right out of their own gym. I got Iowa State by 10 plus. I don't even care. It's up to 6. It's going to go up to 6.5. Probably hit 7 before tip off. They're going to run Arizona right out of their gym. Iowa State, big in that one. They want that third spot. So take Iowa State by 10 plus.
I should also note that Hawaii is also going to back to the Mountain West in basketball. So Hawaii and UC Davis to the Mountain West next year in basketball. Utah Tech and Cal Baptist to the Big West next season. So that's how it's going to shape up next season. And I'll know over to Solo.
West Virginia and BYU. I think it's going to be a nasty game. I think BYU in that elevation. I think it'll cause Mountaineers some problems. We're going to take this total under 139.5. Oregon State and St. Mary's. I agree. I think the Beavers is to play. St. Mary's clearly the better team, but it's just too many points. Oregon State is scrapped all year. They'll find a way to sneak in the back door. And I have to disagree on the Arizona State-Iowa State game. I know Iowa State is healthy. They're back at home. They need this game, but I think Arizona competes. We're going to take the Wildcats plus the points.
There from Solo. Yeah, I agree with Solo there. Give me the Wildcats plus the points here. 3-1 of the spread is a road dog. These Wildcats, they've shot the ball very well in conference play, over 46%. And holding teams to 41% defensively. I like that form for the Wildcats in conference this season. A team that hits their twos, 54% from 2, 79% at the line, and a good defensive team that rebounds. I'll take them in that spot. Give me San Francisco Dons here, plus 9.5. This game will be played at the Chase Center. It's not going to be in their gym. They need to sell more tickets. Sell more tickets playing Gonzaga in the NBA arena. So they're going to play in the NBA arena. Just means it's going to be louder. A good atmosphere there for this Dons team here coming in. I think is this the last game of the regular season? Because I know their conference season starts their tournament starts this week, right? So this is it. This is the finale. So this is your senior game here for San Francisco because I believe this is let me take a look here. This is
but it's not even played in their home court. It's not even played in their home court. They're playing in the Warriors arena, right?
Yeah, playing the Warriors arena. Yep. This is the last game of the year. The last regular season games. They're gonna play their last home game in San Francisco, same city, just in the NBA arena. That's like you take UCLA or USC and put them into the crypto. I mean, that's really what you got there. So it'll be a San Francisco crowd there, no doubt. Just more fans in there.
Well, there'll be some Gonzaga guys in there as well.
Well, I know that they travel. No, they got to save their money. No, they got to save their money. They got to go to Vegas next week. They got to save their money. They got to go to
that's
Vegas.
not far. They're going to come here first. You want heavy things?
You know how much it costs in San Francisco? They charge you like just to park. That's an
San
expensive
Francisco's
trip.
expensive.
That's
You
an
put
expensive
30
trip,
guys
man.
into 30 guys into one Airbnb on air mattresses. Hey, savings is huge.
Well,
Massive.
well, you could stay in Sacramento and make the 1 hour drive. I mean, that is possible if you're looking to save.
Cheaper in
That's
Sacramento.
probably,
So yeah, 1 hour
stay
drive.
in Sacramento, make the 1 hour drive. That might be the way. Even a kid from Fresno there says, say in Fresno, even so, yeah, you can see, well, if you want to cheapen it up, if you're a college kid, yeah, you're going to find to save a nickel and dime. And yeah, it's only under an hour. I'll drive to San Francisco. Maybe those guys will drive and come home the next day, sleep in their car. These are college kids, so that's possible.
Right?
that's possible. But again, they got to go to Vegas. It's expensive in Vegas in the spring because the weather's getting warm. So that's the rates go way up here in March. So you never know. But I'll take the Dons with based on their good numbers there. Ken Palm has had a 7-point game, and it's over 9, I think it is. So I'll look at the Gonzaga. I'll look at wow, you see a 10th of South Point right now in that game. So there you go. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Morning Show. Reminder, guys, we're giving you our free picks. If you want our best bets, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. You see our 2 leaders on the board here in the last 7 days, both Rod and Solo. So get a 2-for-1 capper promotion with them or get on board with their 1-day passes. Remember, all of our premium plays, all our 1-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must earn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show. Looks like Rod's going to go at it in hockey today. Because Solo and I don't have skates. I can't wear skates because I twist my ankles too much. But anyway, here we go. We're going to cover with Rod. We're going to cover the matinee games. The games from 12:37 to 3 Eastern. So we got some matinees on the ice tonight. Predators and Islanders. We got the Islanders $1.41, total 5.5. Lightning and Capitals. We got the Lightning $1.13, total 6. Bruins and Penguins. The Penguins here $1.13, total 6. Flames and Panthers. Panthers $2.35, total 5.5.
All right, kicking off these early ones. I'm going to go back to the Islanders here in this one. You look at Nashville on the road. They haven't been so good on the road. Only 6 regulation wins for this Nashville club on the road. And the Islanders, hey, they finally ended their little bit of a losing streak there. Beat Boston last time out. I think their streak continues, giving the Islanders to kick off the day in that matchup. And then looking at Tampa and Washington, Tampa's been hot. Winners of 8 straight hockey games. I don't know if I want to get in front of the Tampa Bay train. Washington's lost a couple games. Slipping a little is that Washington club. I like the over, though. Give me some points. Should be lingering in goal for Washington there, and he's good for giving up some goals, especially against the Lightning team that's been scoring plenty of goals over their last 8. Now the one you did all the early ones, right? All the
up to 307.
Yeah, the 4 early slot ones. Yeah. And then one I'm looking at here is give me the over between Boston and Pittsburgh. We see plenty of points. I don't know if I trust this Boston squad the way they've been rolling. They had themselves a nice 3-0 lead against the Leafs, and then they completely collapsed there in that one. And then they lost to the Islanders, so they've been slumping. Kind of linked to Pittsburgh, but give me the over. We know this Pittsburgh squad defensively, they're good for giving up 3.4 goals a game. And that's second worst in the NHL at giving up goals defensively. So take the over 6 in that one.
Yeah, from Rod, just to make note here, Gonzaga is Western Canada's favorite team. That's their home team, Western Canada. I don't know in Eastern Canada. I know in Western Canada, as Rod says, their games get shown in Western Canada. I don't know about Eastern Canada. I don't know who Eastern Canada's team is. All right, let's continue.
I got the local TV.
Yeah, local TV. So they're the home market for Western Canada. There Gonzaga is. All right, let's continue here on the Tony S'more Show as we continue here with this hockey rundown. In this block, we cover the 607 and the 407s. 607s and 407s. Red Wings and Blue Jackets here, $1.10 on both sides here, total 6.5. Oilers and Hurricanes. Here we go. This Oilers schedule. We got Carolina here, $1.34, total 6.5. Canadians at Sabres. Sabres, $1.43, total 6. Sharks and Senators here. We've got the Senators here, $2.93, total 6. Back to Rod.
Yeah, and you're looking at that Sharks game, right? It's wow, it was up to minus 300 in that one. I would take the Sharks plus the goal and a half in that one. We've seen close games between these clubs the last 3 games. So give me San Jose plus the 1.5. I believe it's even money. It's well on its way to be a plus money endeavor there. And like I said, Ottawa 1-4-3 earlier this season in San Jose. The last one before that was a 2-1 win, 5-4 win. So, yeah, not a lot of games have been won by 3 or more goals. So, yeah, take the Sharks plus the 1.5 in that matchup. And then I like Montreal here in this spot. You look at Montreal. Jacob Dobas is going to get the start there. His last couple, he hasn't fared so well. So see that total of 6.5? Take the over 6.5. He's giving up some goals. Buffalo's good for giving up some goals as well. Buffalo 7-3 to the over in their last 10. So take the over there. And then looking at the Oilers, I think you just got to fade them. I'd love to take the Oilers as a big plus price because they've been a dog. I'll see at 3-1 as a big plus dog this season have been the Oilers.
You got to pull the trigger.
So 3-1 as a big dog there. The problem is they haven't won in Carolina in 5-something over 5 years. So it's Carolina is one of those rinks that they have trouble in, and it's also their fifth game in 8 nights.
Yeah, it's been around.
They played on last Saturday. They played. And then that was the first of a back-to-back. They played on Sunday. They had Monday off, played Tuesday. Had Wednesday off, played Thursday. Had Friday off, and now they're coming into this game. 5 games in that week stretch. It's tough. So Carolina rested. I would have to lead to Carolina plus the 1.5. As much as I want to. I look at the Oilers and going, 3-1 is a dog. I want to do it. But
plus 119, plus 120 is not enough for me. I need more.
Yeah, the way they were playing this many games, I would like a plus 140 there with the Oilers. The book's not going to give you that.
They're not going to do that. No, they're going to get hit hard with it. We're going to hit with dog money like crazy.
Yeah, so that's why they're happy with plus 120 because people are like, "Ooh, the Oilers are plus 120, 3-1 in the year." I'm quite sure we'll see some Oilers money compiling in there, and they lose again because it's also the locker room in turmoil. McDavid over his last since returning, he's a minus 9, I believe, on the ice. That line hasn't been good. Hyman hasn't been good. We have one guy that's been ripping it up. He's scored 44 goals this season. Leon Draisaitl. He's on a 7-game goal scoring streak. So he's going to make it 8. Take Leon Draisaitl to get himself anytime goal. That's basically bet that I'm looking at on that one.
Yeah, he didn't play. He didn't play in the Nations game. Draisaitl did, but
no.
Davis still on that long hangover from the win.
Yeah, exactly right. And
hey, Ryan, what do you mean by -9?
-9 means okay, when you're on the ice and you're skating around, that means when you're on the ice, the opponent you're -9. So when you're playing,
he's -9. I got you now. I didn't know what you meant.
Yeah, so
terms. I got you now.
Plus minus.
Plus minus means if you're on the ice and they score a goal, you get a -1. So so many goals they've been giving up when he's on the ice, getting ass whooped. You're the best in the league and you're a -9. What the hell? in that one, so tough. Leon's mad, and if you see when he got off the ice last time, he gave I'm sure he gave this dirty look to Skinner, like you bum, and then smashed his stick and got off the ice as he left. So there's some turmoil between those guys, especially when half the squad goes to Maui for a vacation and the other half goes to Mexico. What?
Travel, yeah.
Why would you go and stay as a team and go to the same place? Like go to somewhere nice and sunny together as a team. It just
you know what that is. It's not. I got to give him a pass there because that might be the wife. That might be the wife and girlfriend. Get away from these guys. There might be some drama. There might be some girl drama going on. Who's going?
No
let's go to Hawaii. Who's going? Yeah, but they got to bring their wives and their girlfriends.
Maybe this group of wives dragged them over.
Who's going? They're going to ask who's
coming now.
There could be drama. Who's going? Well, okay.
I got you.
You got to have two choices, man. There are right.
Back to it. Did you touch them all, or did you? We did.
No. We left the last section for this here. All right, so we're gonna in this last section we cover the 807 and the 807, 907, and 1007. We'll start. Oh, this Kings team looked like trash last night. They got a dose of reality when they played their better teams. Kings and Blues here. Blues $1.11, total 5.5. Devils and Hockey Club Hockey Club $1.17, total 6. Blackhawks and Ducks here. Ducks, look at this. Ducks 150 for the Ducks. Haven't seen that since their Stanley Cup years. Total here sits at 6. Canucks and Kraken. Hey, the Kraken back on the minus side here. Minus 114, total 5.5. We haven't seen this with the Kraken. Again, we were getting pluses at home with them now, but now they're minus in this one back out over the Rock.
Yeah, because if you look at that Canucks squad, and the reason why that is the way it is, because they played a lot of hockey. So there it is, the 3 games and 4 nights for the Vancouver Canucks there in that spot. And it hasn't fared so well. 3-8 our teams coming back from the 4 nations in this 3-game 4-night situation. I will take the Seattle Kraken there in that one. Another team here in the 3 nights and 4-game situation is Tony's LA Kings. Tough spot for them. They looked awful last time out. And the time before that, they had Riddick going, right? Well, guess what? Riddick's going to be going here in this one. Kemper went for the Kings last time. They won't put him on a back-to-back spot here. Blues get the win there and that one. Look what the Blues have been doing. Scoring some goals and winning some games. So give me St. Louis in that matchup. And then, as Tony alluded to, look at the Ducks. Oh, as Tony said, the Ducks were $1.50. It went up to $1.55 now, Tony. So it went on the move already. Money's coming in on the Ducks. Ducks have been dogs in plenty of these spots, right? You look at the season series between these two, it's split. Home cooking hasn't been good. Chicago came into Anaheim, got themselves a 4-2 win. Why is it only a plus 125 for a Blackhawks club with 17 wins this season, only 6 wins away? Looks like the book's guarding against the Blackhawks win there to me. I think everybody's betting the Ducks because they've been hot. But you got to remember, you've been betting the Ducks as a dog, right? Ducks as a dog. If anything, you'd have to take the Ducks minus the $1.50 there. They've been playing too good, but it's just a pass for me because that line looks funky. I don't know.
That was a crazy game. That was a crazy game against Vegas.
Yeah, crazy game against
7-5.
Vegas. So yeah. I can't lay that kind of price with the Ducks. I don't want to chase a puck line with the Ducks. Chasing a puck line. Look at the puck line for the Ducks. They've been absolutely money this season, right? 40-18. But I'm going to say 80% of those have been as a dog. So you've been getting the plus 1.5 in those ones, not minus 1.5. So that's the difference in how you got to make sure that you separate those where you're laying the $1.50 compared to the plus 1.5 in hockey. They just include it all together in hockey. They just consider it ATS wise. So when they say, sometimes you see that trend where it says, hey, I've covered 9 puck lines in the last 9 games. Remember, you got to look, some of those, they could have been a dog. So they're only covering a plus 1.5 instead of having to lay 2. So sometimes people see that and they're like, whoa, they'll cover 2. They've covered the last 9 puck lines. You got to remember, look, because it could have been 8 of those could have been a plus 1.5 puck line that they covered, and you get burnt. So make sure you look at those things.
Yeah, it's not easy covering that minus 1.5. Remember, because the psychological being up 1, you're more defensive minded. The other team's more offensive minded. They're really it's a counterattack when you're trying to get that second goal.
32 teams in hockey. And I'm going to say you got about maybe 9 or 10 that actually make a profit on the puck line side of things.
Yeah.
It's tough to cover any puck lines, and that's even being the plus 1.5. Ducks are a rarity. So where are the Ducks money-wise? Top. They're in the top 5 of money-making teams this season in the NHL. And where are they standing-wise? Not good. See? And look at Columbus, same thing. Not good, but look at them money-wise. Man, that's how it's kind of like baseball. Sometimes those bad teams, make you money because you get that plus 1.5. It works so good.
Yep.
Baseball, even the bad teams win 30%.
Yep.
Correct. Yeah.
Unless you're the White Sox. Unless you're the White Sox.
Unless you're the White Sox, yeah.
You probably win 15. You win 15. But there was 1 out of every 10 they're going to win. Then you got to pick that time, right?
Even the good teams lose 60, right? Even the good teams lose 60. It's rare to hit 100 wins in the MLB in a season. So
that's true. And there was a time when the Blackhawks, when you go to a Blackhawks game back in the heyday, 1/3 of the crowd were Blackhawks with jerseys on, Blackhawk fans. There's a lot of that's when all the transplants come out here in these hockey games, but they're not anymore because they've been terrible of late. You're not going to get the Blackhawks, especially what they charge for tickets now. But anyway, yeah, it's that used to be the case. All right, we got you through the hockey segment. Now it's time for our parlay peripheral segment where cappers can give out a parlay. They can play it straight. They can give us a player team prop. They can look at probably exhibition baseball. Got another big card again today. Game in the future. We even had. I saw the happy hour yesterday. You got a pick from the 3-on-3 women's league yesterday, which was interesting there.
Ramon.
Yeah, he gave out a 3-on-3 women. I mean, you know what? Yeah, Griney plays. A lot of there's some names that play in that league. That's
the names of the 3-on-3 league. Yeah. Some WNBA players that are in their
TNT tells it.
Yeah, they're keeping fit, getting ready for the season. So I've tuned in a couple. It's actually not bad action. Betting on it, yeah, I can't do it. I'll tune in and watch because it's some good hoop in action, but no.
Yeah. People prefer you, Rod, over the TSN pregame show. That's good. All right, let's
that is good. Yeah, some of that TSN guys.
Keep the volume down, right? Just keep the volume down. All right, Rod. Let's get on with the parlay peripheral segment.
All right, me heading over. We're gonna go to college basketball here. First one I'm looking at is Baylor. Why's Baylor 13.5 points? Well, because they're at home. And this is a big letdown spot. OK State had themselves their big win last week. So massive letdown spot. I got Baylor by 20+. So first part of the parlay, Baylor minus a 13.5 in that matchup. Another one I'm going to add to the parlay. We're going to take Birmingham plus the points in that one. And then one more. We're going to take Bama and Tennessee over because both those teams are going to score some points. You look at last year. Alabama forced Tennessee to pick up the pace, and this total's too light there, so we know what Bama's been doing defensively as well. So when you think Tennessee, you think under, but not in that one. Take the over. So Bennington plus the points, Bama and Tennessee over, and lay it with Baylor. Blowout. You're going to win by 20+ there in that one.
There from Rod on over to Solo.
Let's go George Mason money line over Duquesne. Let's go Missouri money line over Vanderbilt. I want y'all to win today. And let's go St. John Seton Hall over 133.5.
I think we didn't catch you that one. The last one. Was it under over the 133.5?
Over 133.5 St. John Seton Hall.
Got there from Solo. I'll tell you what I like here. I like San Francisco Dons plus the points, Sacramento plus the points, and San Antonio Spurs plus the points. All right, we got you through our parlay peripheral segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Huge Saturday of card here from College Hoops. NBA up there. Action on the ice with the Monster card as well. Let's see what Rod has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. The Rods put together a really good 2025, 1,700 units of profit for the year. You see him at top of the 7-day leaderboard as well. Rod, what you got for sale over at Tony's Picks?
And for me over at Tony's Picks, I've got 8 college basketball plays in there right now. 1 NBA. And 2 on the ice. So I'm going to put 1 more on the ice, and I'll have a 3-pack. And then I'm going to put my solo NBA play up for sale for everybody. And then my college basketball 10-star play of the day is up already. We've hit 8 straight. Looking to hit our 9th straight on that 10-star college basketball slam dunk play. So scoop that up, and then I'll have a college basketball package that will include that 10-star college basketball slam dunk here momentarily as I put those up for everybody. So jump aboard. A long-term pass, though, because it's college basketball Saturday, so we'll keep deep diving as the day rolls along, and I'll probably put a couple more plays in late Steam-wise for everybody here on this college basketball Saturday. And when you're on long-term here at Tony's Picks, you get those late Steam plays emailed directly to you. Also in that 2-for-1 capper promotion, can't go wrong with that as well. You'll get those late plays emailed to you as well. So one of those exclusive things there at Tony's Picks that I haven't seen anywhere else is that late Steam play, getting an email to you when you're aboard long term here at Tony's Picks. That's the way to go. Hit the link in the description. Head on over. Use Tony P at checkout. Save 15% off. Jump aboard. Love college basketball Saturday. It's just like I've been loving the college sports altogether. You can look. College football's treated me good. College basketball's treated me good. Just think that sometimes them professionals lack that on some days. They're like, I don't need to worry about playing so hard today. So
yeah,
love the college sports.
Yeah, especially when you play 2 games in 7 days helps too with the scheduling. So get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. Remember, the long-term pass will serve you well. That late Steam, we allow our cappers to handicap throughout the betting cycle, finding those late plays for you. So long-term subscribers, any plays that the cappers put in between 10 minutes to 2 hours before game time will be emailed directly to your inbox using the email that you signed up for at TonySpix.com. Remember that 1 month All Sports Pass covers conference tournaments and the majority of the NCAA tournament, all the way to the semifinals here when you get that 1 month All Sports Pass. So get that 1 month pass, get on board, use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll knock off that 15% off. All right. We'll take a look and see what Solo has for sale over at TonySpix.com. Solo is there with Rod on the leaderboard over the last 7 days. It's been red hot right now, 796 units of profit documented the last 7 days. Solo, what you got for sale over at TonySpix?
I got one NBA pick right now. I'm going to add 2 more. I was waiting on some late steam. So we're going to end up with a 3-pack in NBA, and I'm going to have 5 total picks in college basketball. So 8 total picks, a 5-pack college basketball, 3-pack college basketball, 3-pack NBA, best bet both sport. Sign up with me short-term, long-term. Pay me one of the good cappers. Let's get to the bank.
Get to the bank with Solo over at Tony's Picks. You can see Solo locked and loaded here. He's got a 3-pack from College Hoops. Got a best bet on the board right now. So get on board with Solo. It's been red hot right now with the numbers. You see them over the last 7 days. So remember, these 1-day passes are profit guarantee, meaning they must earn a profit or amount purchased. We'll be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. So go ahead and get signed up with Solo over at TonySpix.com and use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save that 15% off there. Long-term subscribers as well. You get on board. All right, I've got a best bet on the board right now from college, from NBA. Also, a 3-pack for me on the board right now from college basketball. So get on board with me with my best bet or my long-term pass. Remember, we have that multi-capital promotion. I suggest matching up both Solo and Rod, our number 1 and number 2 over the last 7 days. They've been red hot. That 2-for-1 capital promotion is the way to roll. And use our promo code Tony to check out, save additional 15% off. That's the way to go here at TonySpix.com when you get on board. Shout out to Ron Hahn in the chat. I'll give him a little plug here, guys. You can check out Ron Hahn as well. He's one of our top performers over at TonySpix.com, coming off a really big day. So get on board with Ron Hahn as well. You can see the results been great. He's got a best bet on the board right now. NBA. He runs our chat for us as Ron Hahn. So there you go, guys. Link in the description. Get on board with Ron. Profit guarantee. Best bet tonight here from the NBA. So get on board with Ron Hahn over at TonySpix.com. Appreciate Ron Hahn. He runs the chat for us over at TonySpix.com. So get on board with him if you would. All right, guys, we're with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time with the Tony Spix Morning Show. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. Be live with us. Get the plays for you in real time. And also, too, I want to make note here of our YouTube channel. If you ever if you happen to miss a live show and you want to go, or if you happen to watch the show and you need some help with the later games, because we covered all the time slots here on our rundown. Just take a visit to TonySpix.com, and you could actually watch the show replayed on our archive on our archive, I should say, live archive tab. So let me go and switch the tab, show you what it looks like. So you get on over to TonySpix.com and go to the Tony Spix YouTube channel, Tony Spix YouTube, Tony Spix on YouTube. Here's our channel. You can check out our live show. We archive all of our live shows for you. Also, here's the happy hour. You want to happen to miss the happy hour live, go back and watch the replay of it as well over in our live tab. Also, hit the video tab. These are all of our on-demand videos where we go deeper into the games. As you can see, a lot of cappers with content today. We see Damian Sosh coming in with an ACC game for you. We got Chris with some NBA and SEC college basketball. El Nino's out there looking for dogs for you here on the board. What up, El? I've got some on-demand content, NBA and college hoops. We got Rod covering the NHL for you. Rod got the hockey for you. So if he didn't cover a game here on the show, he got him here on demand, a little deeper dives into the game. So check Rod out over at TonySpix.com. Our man Joey Tron, NASCAR is back. So we got
Joey racing.
Nice.
Yeah, we're racing with Joey Tron's got a parlay for you from the racing here for Sunday. So check him out right there at TonySpix.com. I'm going to give out a shout out to Mills because he got his UFC 12-pack in early for UFC Vegas 103. So get his plays right now. So
hey, he's dope too. I actually watched his last week, man. He was very in depth. He's dope with it. I like Mills. He's solid. Mm-hmm.
You see him once in a while on the happy hour show. Once a week he'll pop in. But yeah, you guys check him out, Mills, with his UFC rundown here, UFC 103 in Vegas. So I think these cards start at 7 Eastern. So still time to get those picks from Mills. Okay, 12. Man, Mills doesn't mess around. He just doesn't give you the main events. He gives you the prelims. He gives you the early prelims. He gives you the fight pass fights. He goes in depth with all 12 fights, guys. So check out the video here from Mills. He really does a great job with UFC. He's also a member of the media in the UFC. Great job from Mills there, UFC. So check it out over at the Tony Spix YouTube channel. Rod, let everybody know about what your videos for today, and of course the happy hour Monday through Friday.
Yeah, definitely tune in the happy hour Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. There we'll get to some the winners of flow in there. And hey, if you're looking for a hockey game that I didn't cover here, we got you archived. I got all those games covered for you over on the 26 YouTube channel. Just go back and check them out. You just have to click the link in the videos and scroll down, and you'll find those hockey videos if you're looking for a hockey game that I did not cover here. So I got you covered on all those going forward as well. So be on the lookout for those.
Very good. And of course, check that out there. And of course, Solo, you pop in here on the morning shows, and we catch you occasionally on the happy hour.
Yeah, I'm lurking around, so I'm tapping in the morning show, and I'm gonna tap back in on the happy hour once or twice a week. So let's get to it. Everybody be safe today. It's a huge card. Don't bet all these games, guys. Be smart.
It's smart indeed. That's going to do it here.
But I want to.
He wants that Charlotte Washington game, the Wizards game. That's the DGen special today. All right, that's going to do it. And you don't need to bet Hawaii UC Davis if you don't have to, guys. I know it's the bailout game. That's where you get in trouble there, is you try to get it all back at that midnight Eastern game. That's going to do it here for the 26 Morning Show. We're back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you tune in, like, subscribe, and set those notifications. Does anybody have anything to say before we close it out?
I'm good.
We're good.
Have yourself a good day, everybody. Be
good
safe.
Day, everyone. Be safe. We're good. Bye, guys. You make it a great winning day. We're back here tomorrow on the 26 Morning Show.